in some ways, Robert he was classic in many ways, but he was an experimenter. Have you felt that working here on this farm?
Mr. Mondavi had a huge influence on how we did things in the vineyard, but he was especially emphasized. He always wanted to go for even something that was even better. And so you got praise for doing something new, but you really got in trouble when you didn't try to do something new.
Well, Mark, we're in the center of Tokelon Cellar, a far cry from those days when Robert was standing on barrels out in front of the winery.
It's amazing the evolution and the spirit of Robert Mondavi to always be moving things forward. And yes, in 1966, this was the first winery in Napa to have 100% stainless steel tanks.
Yeah.
And in that era, Mr. Mondavi recognized that to move the quality of wine forward, he had to stop things going wrong. So stainless steel gave the benefits for hygiene and temperature control and the control of the skill of winemaking. But once we'd mastered the skill of winemaking, moving, as in some ways, forward to the past, enabled us to use these more artisanal, more traditional tools and move the artistry of the wines forward with these beautiful oak tanks.
So I think the most important thing to understand about this winery is its place in the history of winemaking in California. In 1966, we didn't know anything. There's no internet. Very few people are going to UC Davis, no one's studying in Europe. So the thing I always admired about Mr. Mondavi was his courage. He just tried things, he just did things, and we made mistakes, we had successes, but he and his colleagues and the people in that era, this sense of adventure, this sense of figuring it out. Today, we make great wines, everybody makes great wines because we know so much. We have such a large knowledge base. But back in '66, it was big picture. What temperatures should we ferment at? What kind of yeast should we use? What sort of techniques should we use? That's what I admire so much about Mr. Mondavi, a brilliant innovator.
You know, the special people in the wine business are visionaries, and I think, you know, Robert, I know that he wanted to make great wine, but I don't think that was the end of the story. They have done so many different things here to open up people's thinking about how a great wine is made, what it's made from, how it gets to where it is. A lot of that work has come from that original philosophy, and it still infiltrates the company, I think.
And there's been a tremendous amount of research. His spirit of pioneering research, trying new ideas, trying to always do things better has definitely infiltrated the company. But also there was a tremendous openness that he would share all our research. Whenever we made discoveries, he'd want it to be presented at conferences, and anybody who wanted to come and see what we were doing, he would open the doors, show them everything, show them our equipment, show them our research, and he wanted everybody to learn and everybody to benefit.